I am here to document my journey to starting this business through my child's naps. Motherhood by far is the hardest thing I have ever done in my life, and I do have a track record of doing some pretty hard things. If you've never seen me before, hello, my name is Brooke. I am so excited to make this video for you because I am the mum that you need in your corner. I am someone who's going to believe in your potential and believe in your ability to remind you that you are the most incredible person. I am a groupie for the motherhood gang. Genuinely, if you're a mum, I consider you a superhuman. What mothers can, will, and do achieve, what mothers sacrifice for their children is just phenomenal. And I could sit here all day and yap on about how incredible mothers are, but one thing I want to instill in this video and get across to you is your confidence to take back and do something for yourself, because not only are you an incredible mother, but you are an incredible human being. And society often tells us we need this, we need that, you need to do more of this, you need to do this, you need to be successful in that, you need to have that, you need to do that, you need more money, you need. The list goes on and on and on, but I'm here not to feed you something that you need, but to remind you of the power that you already have. When I was 21, I decided with no prior dance experience that I would become a professional dancer. A lot of people looked at that scenario and said, you've got a bit of catching up to do. So in 2 years, I said, fine, I will work my ass off to get to where I want to be. And I went from this, performing in front of a stage of people when I had no dance experience, and I did it because I loved it, to this. Performing in front of 80,000 people on a football field, weekend after weekend. There is no limit to what you can achieve if you genuinely believe you can do it. Self-belief is the biggest, most influential thing you can do to your life. My biggest thing is you keep showing up for yourself until the results show too. So many people avoid starting the thing because they fear the embarrassment of it failing. But in my eyes, failure doesn't exist. Succeeding does, and learning does. If you do something and it doesn't work, pivot. If you believe in yourself enough to get that result, you will get that result. Like, there is nothing stopping you. And I think my mindset around this has shifted a lot since becoming a mum, because as much as people, you know, the people that say like, we have the same 24 hours in a day, disagree. I'm one of those people that disagree. Sure, we all have 24 hours, but 22 of those hours are devoted to my child. I've got maximum 2 to do what I want when I want it. And even when I do get the time to do it, I don't know when that timer stops. I don't know when my child's gonna wake up from that nap. Like right now, he's upstairs napping. I won't be able to edit this video until he naps again. Then and only then do I get to work on what I want to work on. Being a mum, you're constantly giving. And then when you do get time to yourself, a lot of the times we just want to relax, we just want to chill, we just want to take a moment. And as you should. If you are finding yourself drained, the very first priority is to give back to yourself. And I will say that until the end of time. You are the priority here. You, the mum, the woman watching this, you matter, and you deserve to take a break when a break is needed. What I'm doing to give more energy back to myself is I'm not doing social media after 6 p.m. and I wake up at 5:30 a.m. every single day. This works for me, but I will not sit here and tell you to do that if that does not work for you. It did not work for me when my son was not sleeping through the night. It took me about 3 months of him sleeping through to be like, okay, now I'm ready to start setting an alarm. So the business, the go-getting, the hard stuff, the chaser in you, she's there, but I think we need to give ourselves grace as well during the season. Like specifically newborn for me was really hard. Now that he's a year and a half old, everything seems so much clearer. I'm sleeping again, and I just feel like when I do get those pockets of time, I really do want to pursue something that makes my heart and soul light up, and that is starting an e-commerce shop. Now I am releasing a children's book about pet loss. One, because I went through pet loss myself and found grief itself very, very confusing emotion. And two, I hope that in providing this book specifically for children, that it makes the reader feel less alone in their grief journey, because I found it a very lonely feeling. And one thing I am doing is every single pet illustrated in this book is someone's loved pet that has passed. So every animal you see on every single page is someone's real loved one. So then the reader goes, oh, I'm not just the only one experiencing this. It happens every single day. I have no experience in this. I am using the money that I'm getting from my brand deals to put back into this to essentially start this business, because I don't want to work for someone else anymore. I don't want to do that. And if you do, that's correct. If you don't, that's correct. Another thing I'm big on is what you want to do with your life is correct. I'm such a big believer in we all have our own paths, we all have our own journeys, and whatever you want to do with that is correct. If you don't wish to start a business, perfect. I love that for you. If you do, unreal. I love that for you. I am in your corner to support you with whatever that looks like. At the end of the day, happiness and contentment are the two biggest feelings that most people chase. And whatever that looks like externally is so, so different. So I just want to sit here and remind you that you are so incredible and you are so capable to chase after whatever dream you want to chase after. If you need someone to vicariously live through, someone that's going to go all in on themselves, then consider hitting the subscribe button, because I am here to document my journey to starting this business through my child's naps. It's going to be a big one. It's going to be a long one, but I so wholeheartedly believe I will be a successful business owner and I will get there. Nothing is stopping me because I believe the results will show. Society would look at a 21-year-old saying, I really want to be a professional dancer who's never taken a ballet class, and be like, dream big, doll. I did. And then I did the thing. As someone who just put a camera in front of their face one day, I was like, actually, I want to do YouTube. I want to get paid from brands, thousands of dollars. Okay, dream big, darling. It's a saturated market. Don't care. To me, that just doesn't apply because my self-belief is so strong. And if there's one thing I wish to encourage you and to pass on to you, is that it's the most important thing you can do is believe in yourself. I believe in your potential because I believe in my potential. And I think there's room and there's space for everyone to grow on the internet. There's space for everyone to grow in every single market ever, because there's no one that can do you better than you can do you. I hope you're having a fantastic day. And remember, you have never seen this one before.